Today's video, we're going to be figuring out what is wrong with my T4 rat rod. I think the drive shaft's gone. I've got to figure out which CV joint it is. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's a bit funny when I do my camera to face shots. It's because I've smashed the screen on my phone. So yeah, hopefully it'll turn out right. But yeah, for now we're going to jack the van up and try and figure out what broke on the T4 rat rod, ready for show season. So first things first, let's jack the van up. Hopefully it's this side, and hopefully it is very noticeable CB boot split, otherwise I'm going to have a clue which one it is. Strange. There's worms, like earthworms, living in the water under my tyre. How did they get from over here all the way across here to live in the water under my tyre? That's so weird. Sorry, but I'm an animal lover. I've got to save them. I don't like hurting any animal, no matter what it is. Let's put them back on the mud. There you go. Find your way into that. Right. Let's get this wheel off, shall we? Okay, now let's look for anything obvious in the drive shaft. I'm looking for a CB boot that is split, really. This one looks new. This one, there's no splits in it or anything, so I'm wondering if it's even this side. Let's have a look at this one at the back. You can see what I'm doing. That one at the back, there's no splits in it. All the bolts seem to be done up. Well, I cannot see anything obvious in this side. Nothing. There's no splits, nothing. So, hopefully when I get over the other side, I'll spot something that tells me which CV joint is making the noise. Right, so look at this side now. I can see some oil up there. Not sure if that's just being what oil is that? I can smell. Doesn't smell like gearbox oil. I think it's just a bit of oil. The T4, they leak oil. What's going on here? This one looks fine. Right, I'm just going to put the phone down for a bit and see if I can figure out what's going on. It's hard to do with my hand holding the phone. Okay, here's what we've got so far. Nothing. I cannot figure out for the life of me. I mean, these CV joints and CV boots are new. There's nothing making any noise on full lock. This is so odd. This is really odd. Got these on full lock just to look at the, see what the boot does, and there's no splits. So weird. Baffled at the minute. Okay, right, it's back on the ground. I couldn't find anything on the drive shafts. That's really odd. I did find a little bit of gearbox oil on the bottom of the engine on one at the bottom of the gearbox on one side, but it's always seeped from there for all the years I've had this van. ever since I changed the drive shaft on one side when I first got the van, it's always seeped from around the end where the drive shaft goes in, and every now and again I've got to top the gearbox. Well, literally like once every 4 years I've got to top the gearbox oil up, so I've just topped the gearbox oil up, but I don't think that should make the noise, but you never know. It could literally just be low oil, because I cannot find a damn thing wrong with these drive shafts. I'm gonna take it for a drive in a bit and see if it's still doing it. But if it was just a little bit of gearbox oil, that was an easy fix. But I'm sure the gearbox would have started whining if it needed oil, but you never know. But right, let's do these bolts back up properly on the wheels and see if it's still making a noise. Okay, we have finally got to the bottom of the knocking noise, or no, although it's gone now. We finally got to the bottom of the knocking noise. What's happened is the input shaft seal on the gearbox, which I've been meaning to replace for about 7 years, has the oil was let gearbox oil get into the inner CV joint on that side, and it has made early deterioration of the CV joint. So I just need to replace the inner CV joint, and while I'm at it, I might as well replace the input shaft seal. So yes, that is a pretty easy fix if I'm honest. MOT is due in 2 days, so I just realised I need 2 rear tyres as well. So first thing I'm going to do is wait till next weekend when I get paid, buy an input shaft seal, buy a CV joint, replace that, test it out, make sure it's all good, which it probably will be, and then I'll get some new tyres and MOT it. So gonna get this thing ready for show season. It's been sat here for a bit, never lets me down, this thing. It's always simple fixes. It's like a tractor, simple fixes. So there we have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe over here. 2 videos gonna pop up down here, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, people.